Holy smokes, this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's kind of what this next 30 days is about. So this is the 30 days of conscious connection, and it comes from my book, Zen Life Balance. It'll be backwards here, but anyway, we're moving forward. So I did some kind of post recently on Facebook and said I was going to do the 30 days of conscious connection, and I was going to post it on YouTube. So we are getting started. There'll be other background videos that go along with this, but this really is just to get going with the 30 days of conscious connection. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book, just straight up what it's about. And I am happy to say that the Zen Life Balance book, Become the Master of Your Emotional Thermostat, is now available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and a few other places, but those are really the main places I think where people are going to get books from. So really this is about personal growth. It is about how you want to feel on a day-to-day basis, regardless of what anybody else thinks, says, or does. And that is a huge major portion of being happy, is not allowing others to dictate how you are going to feel. So here's what the 30 days is about. The next 30 days are about creating a new habit of paying attention to the thoughts you'd like to focus on and the ones you want to let go of, starting as soon as you wake up in the morning and continuing throughout the day. The goal is to develop a consistency of practicing the Zen Life Balance tools, which I will be giving you one tool each day, just a short sentence and possibly a question to go along with it, to give you something to ponder each day, and that information will come straight from the book. And if you have the book, you can follow along with that section or that chapter of the book. And if you don't, then that's not a problem at all. You can just use the format that I'm going to show you. I can email the information out to anybody who's wanting to follow along each and every day for the next 30 days. And then that way you can just print that out and have those, staple the papers together, and you're ready to roll. Okay, so the goal is to develop a consistency of practicing the Zen Life Balance tools by starting your day with an intentional, mindful focus, and to get better at carrying the focus longer through the day. Creating this new daily habit of thought focus will allow you to be able to more easily tune into the things that keep you in an elevated state of being, even when the situation isn't most desirable. You will be setting the stage for how you want to feel, and will begin to recognize sooner when your emotions are shifting away from that feeling. This will give you the ability to pay attention to which thoughts you're focused on at any given moment, and make a shift instead of feeling like others are controlling how you feel. You'll begin to empower yourself to be able to navigate through your day with ease and clarity, knowing that whatever happens, you have the ability to decide how you want to feel by being in control of your emotional thermostat. The beauty of all this is that your life will begin to present you with more people and situations that are matched to your chosen emotional thermostat setting. With consistent daily practice, your life will begin to evolve to new levels, and things you once only dreamed of will now show up in your current reality. It all begins with a desire and intention to feel better, and in knowing that you are in control of just that. So your thermostat is just like the thermostat on the wall. When you want your ambient surrounding setting to be a particular way of feeling, a particular temperature, you go to the thermostat on the wall and you set that temperature. And then within just a short period of time, your room or your house or your car is going to start matching that setting that you set it. So the elements of the outside are not going to affect the temperature of the room within like a degree, because then that thermostat will click back on to your personal desired setting to make sure that the ambient temperature matches the setting that you set your thermostat at. So when we set our emotional thermostat within us, we decide how we want to feel. We don't wait for others to react, and then we decide how we want to feel. So if somebody cuts you off in traffic, you can react instantly and be pissed for the rest of the day. Or you can just allow that thing to happen and remind yourself, oh, yeah, I have a choice here now. I can carry this on for the rest of the day, and this energy will multiply again and again. And chances are I'm going to meet with crappy people the rest of the day. And that's not what I want. So you can remind yourself right in that moment. So that's what this 30 days is about. Really, is just connecting to little intentions each and every day. So I have the first card for today. So we're going to do one of these for every 30 days. And okay, so we got it set. So this is what your format is going to look like for each day. This is right out of my book. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but if you don't have the book yet and you want me to email this to you, I'll be more than happy to email out a copy of this setting right here. So each day you're going to have a new focus or a Zen Life Balance tool, and I'll be guiding us through the next 30 days. And if there's something else that you want to focus on for each day, then you can put that down too. So throughout the day, you're going to focus on things or thoughts that feel satisfying today, such as waking up in bed and realizing how good your bed feels. Even if you don't want to get out of it, yeah, we always want to stay in bed every day, but that's not a problem. Just focus on how good the sheets feel, how good the pillow feels when you're in the shower. How good does the shower feel? You know, what did you have for breakfast? Like, seriously, focus on things that are actually satisfying instead of focusing on the things that are irritating and piss you off. So positive quote of the day. So that's my goal for you, is to somehow find some way, whether it's online or out of a book, find a positive quote of the day and see if you can't put that down or make up one yourself. Okay, and then the last thing at the end of the day is going to be self-introspection. So today, what did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? In a good way, in a bad way? What did you learn? What did you learn that you liked about yourself today? Or what did you learn that you would have liked to have done different? You can put a goal down here of something you want to focus on the next day. And anyway, it continues on through the 30 days. And here is also my recommendation, that if you don't, or if you skip a day, so, you know, it starts today, and what is today? Today's Tuesday. So if you skip a day, that's not a big deal. Just continue. So if day one starts on Tuesday and you come back on Thursday, then day two for you is Thursday. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. So there's no wrong or right way to do this. It's just consistency as best as possible. Connect with this tool as early in the day as you can, and then work with it throughout the rest of the day. So first off, we are going to focus on forgiveness. Okay, this is a huge one. I realize I shuffled my cards. I have a card deck here that I created with quotes from my book, and I shuffle these, and my last 30 days, so those ones are sitting there, the ones that I focused on. And so I shuffled and I brought this one out, and I thought, holy smokes, this is a big one to start for our first day. But you know what? It is what it is. So I broke it down a little bit. So this chapter is on forgiveness, and this is the piece that I chose from it. So forgiveness is letting go of the past so as not to become stuck, reliving it over and over, creating emotional, mental, and physical pain. Focus on the clarity you gained about yourself, your strength, your tenacity, and your new desires. So the clarity you gained about yourself is that you desire to feel good. So even if so we're not looking at past forgiveness right now, because that's a little too heavy to start with. So I want you to go through your day, and each time you get irritated and then you go, crap, I didn't want to get irritated, and why did I let that person irritate me? Forgive yourself. Just come back to reminding yourself that you're not going to focus on that, and that your desire is actually to feel good. So the clarity is that you remind yourself that you want to feel good. So in that moment, you have now, so in that moment, you have now given yourself a little bit of extra strength. You have brought yourself back to wanting to feel good. So if you're ready to do this, grab a piece of paper, write down the four scores that I told you, today's Zen Life Balance tool, or today's focus, the things and thoughts that feel satisfying today, your positive quote of the day. If you can find one, that's going to be your goal for you. And if I have one that I want to share, then I'll go ahead and share that too. And then self-introspection at the end of the day. As you're closing down your evening, as you're quieting yourself before bedtime, as you're, getting close to calling it a night and going to sleep and resting. What did you learn about yourself today?